Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome to another pick a card reading here at Transform with Rian. And today we're going to be exploring the topic of your career. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done a pick a card reading for your career and what to kind of expect next. So let's get some options out for you to choose from. Okay, there's one. I feel like this is another one. Oh, oh my gosh. There's so many cards in this deck. Ah, definitely that one. Okay, so the first option you have that came out is leg, stepping into a new experience. So here's the image. It almost looks like a little bit of a sexy leg, right? And the second one that came out we have is basket, recognition, reward, or merit. And then the third option that came out is target, a goal-oriented person. So those are the three options here for the readings: leg, basket, and target. Once you feel like you have one selected, if you need to meditate on it a little bit more, please by all means go ahead. And if more than one of those cards called out to you, please listen to the readings that seem to grab your attention and sort of catch your eye, okay? So we'll start with reading number one. Hello there, group number one, and welcome to your pick a card reading here to find out more about what's coming up next with career and work or your job. You were drawn to the leg card. I'll show it to you one more time here. And it says stepping into a new experience down there on the bottom. And so I'm already getting a couple of options and a couple of things coming through from Spirit with this card. The first thing that I'm sensing is that if you're already employed, that there's a new opportunity or new experience coming in. So I'm hearing that for some of you, it's a chance to maybe work with a different department, kind of maybe expand your job duties, your job responsibilities. I sense this like almost like a new, not era, what is the word that I'm looking for? It's kind of like a shift. So, for example, perhaps if you work for a cosmetics company, then there is an opportunity for you to market and come up with packaging design, things like that for a new product, right? And maybe you hadn't done much marketing before or product design. Maybe you hadn't had the opportunity to do something like customer research, customer feedback, and kind of doing, what is that? Like audience testing or something like that is there's another word for it. If you can think of it, comment it down below. But it's kind of where they grab like a sample of people randomly and then they introduce a topic, a product to them, a newer product, and they kind of get that feedback. It's like almost like a test group kind of thing. So I feel like there's this new opportunity, this new experience here at work where you can learn a new skill, and maybe even build on your knowledge and understanding of the industry, the company you work for, how like the different departments come together to help the business run, right? I'm also sensing for some of you that this could even be like a brand new job. So for those of you that are not working at the moment or are looking to perhaps change departments, get a new position, a new job role, I definitely see that as a very strong possibility for you if you were drawn to this card. But let's get a little bit more details here with the tarot, okay? So what else can we find out about group one and this new shift with their career, their job, work? Oh, Spirit is actually no more from this half. Let's get some more from here. So Spirit, what can I pass on to group number one about what's coming next with work and career? Okay, so with the leg card, you also have the Eight of Swords. Oh, wow, I'm kind of like Butterfingers right now. And you also have Death. Wow. I don't know if you can actually see. Like, can you see the flag moving a little bit? Yeah, there you go. I feel like it's not translating as well to the camera sometimes with these holographic cards. We have Empress. So 2 major arcana cards already. So something major for sure. Nine of Cups. Yes, we love the Nine of Cups when it shows in a reading. We have Ace of Swords. Beautiful. And last, we have the Nine of Wands. So what I'm already seeing here with especially this Eight of Swords and Nine of Wands combination is many of you have been feeling a bit stuck, a bit trapped. I'm also hearing like maybe a little bit bored. So for those of you that are currently working, it's maybe like things have gotten a little bit mundane, kind of repetitive, where it's like you can be on autopilot and you don't even have to think anymore about your job. It's very like boring, very repetitive, very it feels very basic to you now. And I'm also feeling like, in a way, that's been a bit of a burden because you're kind of thinking, oh my gosh, can I continue doing this for several more months, several more years? I feel like I need more excitement. I need something to reignite my passion, you know? I'm definitely sensing that this is a very welcome change that's coming in for you when it comes to work. Like something new, something to get you pumped up and excited and looking forward to going to work again instead of like, you know, dreading the start of your work day and kind of dragging your feet getting into work. For some of you too, I feel that, especially those of you that are currently not working, I feel like there's been a lot of stress, especially probably regarding finances and purpose. I'm sensing maybe some of you in both groups, unemployed and employed, we're feeling a little bit lost and kind of wondering like what to do next. And I know that lately, you know, the economy has been bad as we're recovering from the past couple of years where like inflation rates are super duper high, things are getting more expensive. And I know that perhaps several governments around the world are not offering a lot of financial support and financial aid anymore. Maybe like in the US, you know, student loan debt is going back into repayment, for example. I know in the US and perhaps other countries, they were giving a lot of stipends and checks and money to help people have money to pay whatever bills they have, get groceries, get gas, that type of thing. And a lot of that aid and support is discontinuing, right? And so there's been a lot of stress, I think, particularly you, group one, about like, okay, what's my next move? What am I going to do next? Because I have to support myself, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's going to come to an end. Why? Because here you have the Death card. So there's an ending. This is a transition point. Something big is changing in your life. And because this is a major arcana card, something big is coming in that's transforming your life, transforming your path, right? Just like getting a new job, it's a big deal. And sometimes when you get a new job, it can even involve relocating, you know? And for some people, when you get a new job, it might even be in a completely different industry, right? Switching gears, I know a lot of people, for example, who worked in the medical field, like they left the medical field and started their own business. Or some people, I think, like got started doing more like creative work and more hands-on stuff. I think who was I talking to the other day at work? It's like their friend who worked in medicine quit and started doing, I think, like a landscaping business, for example. So like completely different line of work and completely different profession. So for some of you, it could even be that when it comes to career and work, you're like shifting directions here. And it's going to be actually a wonderful thing for you. Why? Because we have the Empress card. So whatever this opportunity is, it's going to be a pathway. It's going to be a portal towards abundance. So for some of you, it might be so obvious as you are getting a new job, transferring departments, taking on new responsibilities, learning new skills, it's going to come with a pay raise, okay? An increase in your salary. For others of you, if you're changing positions, you're going to be making more money at this new position, this new job. For some of you, maybe it might not be that way initially, but again, this is going to be a pathway towards abundance. So it's going to be something that might, beef up your resume. And so when you are ready to leave, when you are ready to apply for a promotion, a new position, when you are up for your like yearly review, it's going to make it more, what is the word? It's going to be more compelling, and you're going to have more evidence and reason to give you a raise or a higher pay, because that's what this Empress card is all about. And with this Nine of Cups, I sense that a wish is being granted through and through. So it could be you getting your dream job, doing something that you've always been passionate about, and being able to support yourself financially in that way as well. But I'm also sensing too, this is, I'm feeling this happiness, this joy coming through with work, where it's like, this is something that you've always wanted. For some of you, I'm getting that maybe you didn't even realize it, where you were just open to whatever the universe brought for you, whatever opportunities were coming your way, you were taking this chance, and you're finding out that you really enjoy it. And perhaps you would have never thought that this would be something that you would enjoy doing on a regular basis, for work. So I definitely see like wish fulfillment. I'm feeling happiness. I'm also sensing that with many of you, this is going to be a sort of a means to an end. So, what do I mean by that? For example, if you were looking for a new job that was closer to home, so you don't have to do the commute, bam, the opportunity is going to be here. So this wish is being granted, that you don't have as long of a commute, you don't have to pay as much money for gas or parking, and spending a lot of time traveling in the car, stuck in the car, and maybe you can do other things now because you'll have a little bit more free time since your commute is shortened. For others of you, I'm hearing again, this pay raise could be a means for you to save up to buy a house or pay off some debt finally, because you'll have a little bit of extra cash in the bank, something like that. That's what I mean by like means to an end. It's like you have this big goal, you have this other wish in mind, and then your job is going to, this new job, this new opportunity, is going to be a pathway for you to achieve that goal. And I see here you're going to be learning a lot with Ace of Swords. I don't know how a lot of you feel about like work and just kind of going through the motions of life and living life. But for me, if I'm not learning something new, then I get really bored, right? I like to be intellectually stimulated. I like to learn new things about the world, about other people, about business, companies, all that kinds of things. And for those of you who are the same, this is going to be wonderful for you. It's going to keep you stimulated. That's actually a great word. It's intellectually stimulating. Because again, I'm seeing many of you have been bored with what you're doing and very, very uninspired. And I feel like that is quite a miserable situation to be in, and I feel a lot more excitement coming through with this opportunity, sort of that that lighting, that spark, and that passion within you, once again, that has been dwindling down. So beautiful new opportunities, wonderful new experiences. I'm sensing a lot of positive energy coming through for you. And again, very much a stepping stone to continuing to advance, continuing to evolve when it comes to your profession and the work that you do to gain financially, but also contribute to the world at large, like doing your part. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me know what you thought about your reading in the comments down below. If you enjoyed any part of this reading and you're claiming this beautiful, beautiful new experience, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you would like me to read for you again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. And that way you don't miss out on future readings. So until next time, take care and congratulations on this new career opportunity and experience. Hello there. Group number 2, welcome to your pick a card reading. For those of you that were drawn to the basket card, which says recognition and reward for merit. Let's find out more about what's coming up for you when it comes to career, work, your job. So obviously we can build off of this idea that you're going to be recognized and receiving probably some type of reward for all the hard work you've put in the past few, I'm feeling like in the past few months here. So let's get the tarot to give us some more insight as well. I'm hearing we need to do this in stages from Spirit. So what else can I share with group number 2 about this recognition, this reward, this merit that's coming up? Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. So I'm feeling for many of you, there was probably a brilliant idea that you came up with, like a new way of doing something within the company or your job. So maybe like some sort of process improvement. Maybe some of you are in marketing, for example, and your idea for a new ad, a new commercial, new packaging really took off and something went viral and it gained like a lot of new clients, a lot of new customers. So I'm getting this vibe that there's been a lot of visibility for you. Now, I don't know how well you can see this little hologram. If you see all these like sparkles and energy swirling around the wand, I'm definitely seeing you like shining at work. Like, again, a lot of recognition. For some of you, I'm hearing too that the sort of work that you do, that your source of income comes from like social media, right? So, you know, Instagram, TikTok, even YouTube. And I'm seeing a huge wave of recognition. So perhaps getting a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers to your business, your service, your channel. And through that, a lot of money can be coming in for sure, okay? And this is really, really interesting. It feels sort of a little bit like out in left field, but I'm also seeing for some of you, there's a lot of admiration from people that are sort of like your juniors, okay? So, like I'm thinking of, oh, look at the little fish popping out of the glass. Boop, boop, boop. So I've been watching a lot of Thai boy love dramas, and P is what people who are younger will call someone that's their senior, someone that's older. So like if I were in 11th grade and someone I'm talking to is in 12th grade or like a college student, I would call them P, and sort of like an honorific. And then them being older than me, speaking to me as the younger person, they call me Nong. It's almost kind of like in Korean too. I think they have that terminology for like someone who's older, like hyung is what a younger male would say to address an older male. I'm trying to think of what the other term is though for like an older person speaking to a younger person. I don't know why I'm blanking on it, because I've been watching like tons of Korean dramas too in the past couple of months. If you know what I'm talking about, comment it down in the comments below. I think like for a male talking to an older female, it's like Nuna. So in any case, I see a lot of admiration coming through from those that are younger than you, like your juniors, people that are new to the company, new to the industry, really looking up to you. And I'm actually feeling that they're probably going to be coming to you for advice and guidance and asking you like, oh, hey, how did you get so successful? Or what is your secret? What is your tips and tricks so that I can be able to do the same thing as you? And seeking your guidance and wisdom. Maybe for some of you that do work like this, maybe coaching, tarot readings, astrology readings, human design readings even, I feel like there's a lot of people that are being drawn to you. Like they're really connecting with you. That's what this Page of Cups element is, and this Two of Cups element is about too. It's like this, I'm feeling this emotional connection. Like, you know, there's so many options now out there in the world, because of the internet and stuff, that you can get your product from many different people, right? There's many different people who do life coaching. There's many different companies that produce like healthy beverages and drinks, healthy foods. There's many restaurants out there. There's many authors and artists out there, right, who do similar work. But what I'm seeing is your audience, the people that you work with, are really connecting with you on an emotional level, and that's what makes them want to be your client, be your customer, be your student, you know, have you as their mentor, is because they just feel like you're kind of vibing on the same wavelength. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, now this is the interesting part. So that's like the first layer, but I'm sensing also for some of you, there are some people that are actually crushing on you, because they kind of see you. Again, if you're in that social media world, especially, they kind of see you and they're like, oh my God, you're so amazing, you're so cool, and you're so cute, you're so attractive. And so there's a lot of people that are definitely crushing on you. I don't know if some of you are thinking about being like social influencers or like idols, you know, like the K-pop idol groups and things like that. But I'm seeing, you know, for those of you that are that is your goal, that is your dream, your manifestation, I'm definitely seeing that you are picking up a lot of fans who are probably those type of people that have signs and want to send you little gifts. I know I see that a lot with idols and celebrities, especially overseas. Like, I've been watching those, like I told you, those Thai boy love dramas, and their fans are constantly sending them little gifts and having sort of these fan meets. So this might even be a good sign for those of you that are doing like live events or fan meets or workshops with your audience, that there are going to be some people who are admiring you, maybe even giving you gifts as well, right? That's like this reward for merit. And with this basket, I'm also now seeing, you know, those gift bags, right? That people sometimes, instead of wrapping the present, they put it in like a gift bag and bring it to the party, the birthday party, whatever. So I'm seeing that some of you are going to be getting something like that as well. Now, maybe if you're in a more traditional like job or company, you know, 9 to 5, you might even be receiving some type of treats, some type of gift card, as part of your recognition and your rewards for the hard work that you've been putting in the past few months. Again, I'm seeing like for many of you, it's you're doing something differently, you're sharing some brilliant idea that is really catching on, that is resonating with a lot of people, and that's where you're getting a lot of this attention from. So Spirit is saying these 3. Oh, so we have the 9 of Wands. We have the Fool card. And we have Strength. Wow. I haven't had the Strength card come through in any of the readings yet since I started using this deck. Oh, the little girl is like patting the head of the lion. I don't know if you can see the hologram moving. Okay, yeah, so I'm definitely seeing a lot of inspiration. I'm seeing that you provided, in some cases, comfort to people, you know, and you made their life, the work that they're doing so much easier, you know, especially, so like, for one example, say you have like a manager and they recently had to let somebody go, and then you took their position and you're doing such an amazing job. It's like you decrease their burden and their stress, because the person that had your position before you came along, like maybe they just were not doing a good job, they were like slacking, they were like tardy to work, they were like making a lot of mistakes, forgetting to do a lot of things, and creating more work for the team and for your boss and causing a lot of stress. And I feel like you're this sort of like breath of fresh air, right? That you helped relieve a lot of this burden, and that they're so happy to have you on the team. Sorry, I was getting like other messages coming through before I even had a chance to finish that thought, that idea, and sharing it with you. But I'm seeing here too that with this strength card, the people around you are seeing a lot of potential. Okay, they've seen the work that you do, and they're seeing a lot of potential, and they want to invest more time into you, maybe even more training, again, if you have that traditional job. But for some of you, I'm seeing that there are a lot of people who want to invest more of their money in you, right? So maybe if you offer like a book or a 2 day training or workshop, there are some people who are seeing your skills and your abilities, and they're probably wanting to sign up for like a higher ticket item, like maybe going to a week-long retreat with you, maybe signing up for one-to-one sessions, one-to-one coaching with you, right? Something like that. So working with you a little bit more closely, a little bit doing more advanced work, right? And so they want to sign up for whatever additional programs you have, if that kind of makes sense. Okay, I feel like Spirit has a couple more things. Ooh, they're saying actually we need to draw from this deck. So let's see what we have here. I feel like it was this one. So we have I feel transformed. So there you go. This is how other people are seeing you now in career and work. They feel like you have started sort of a new chapter in their life, a new era. So I definitely sense that maybe some of you really do a lot of work healing and helping other people. So psychiatrist, psychologist, healthcare provider, dentist, social worker, therapist, healer, massage therapist, like something where you're offering a service to someone else to help them heal, help them learn, right? Like maybe you are a teacher at a university or a college, because the people that you work with are feeling like you've changed their life. That's such a big thing, you know? And I hope I'm able to convey how much of a positive impact you've made in the lives of people who are watching you, whether you know it or not. Because I know for some people who are in the public eye, who do, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, on TV, like singing, whatever, singers, actors, whatever. Obviously, you don't get to interact with all of your viewers and fans one by one. So there's a lot of people who you do have a positive impact on your life. You just don't know them personally, right? They haven't necessarily like wrote you a letter or appeared before you to shake your hand and give you a hug and thank you for the way you've shaped their life and transformed it. So that is amazing. Oh, thank you so much for all the work that you do. Look at this, the King of Cups. And remember earlier you had the Page of Cups here. So you have these admirers, right? But I'm also seeing too, you have been helping people, evolve and elevate, become better versions of themselves. So I think that's like one of the most wonderful things anybody else can do for another human being is help them take their life to the next level, help them improve, help them grow, help them become an even better version of themselves. So it's making me think of that Beyonce song, Partner Let Me Upgrade Ya, right? Where she talks about how, she helps uplift her man and elevate their life and take their whole game to the next level. Oh my God, maybe some of you are even coaches. And some of your students, the team that you coach for, they really look up to you. So, oh my gosh, Great work, group 2. You are out there bringing that positive, amazing shift into the lives of the people here. So thank you so much for the work that you do. Keep it up. So let me know what you thought of your reading down in the comments down below. If you enjoyed any part of this reading, if it resonated with you to any extent, please don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps get these videos out to more people. And if you like my readings, I hope you're subscribed and click that notification button as well. That way you know whenever I post the next reading for you to enjoy and get some insight on. With that being said, I will see you next time. Thank you so much again for all the beautiful work you do in the world and within your community and workplace. Hello there, group number 3, and welcome to your pick a card reading for those of you drawn to this target card. And on the bottom it says a goal-oriented person. So let's find out what's coming up with career and work for you, shall we? So what I'm sensing with your card here is that many of you are going to be meeting someone new, okay? That's this goal-oriented person. I'm feeling like this person is going to have a lot to teach you. They're probably going to be a mentor of sorts for you, okay? So for some of you, I'm hearing that you're going to be getting like a new boss or like a new team leader, team manager. So someone that's coming in, I'm hearing that has a lot of fresh ideas, actually. I'm hearing too that in some cases for some of you, this person was brought specifically into the company, into the workplace for you all to reach a target goal. Maybe lately there have been some issues with like sales, performance, issues with like company policies. Maybe some people have gotten into like maybe bad habits, bad routines, and some things have been falling through the cracks, right? So I'm getting that this person has been specifically brought in to solve a problem, okay? In some cases, it's like a permanent employee, someone that was hired on to replace a leader that probably just wasn't doing a good job leading the team, you know? And for others of you, I'm also hearing that this could be some type of consultant, okay? Someone who's coming in, an outside source, someone that doesn't work for the company, but that was hired as an outsider, as a consultant to kind of look at your processes, look at the way you're doing things, and then find ways in which you can have it improved, okay? I'm hearing that for some of you that are self-employed, this is somebody that maybe you're going to their workshop or their seminar to learn more about how to run your business, for example, and you're going to get a lot of excellent tips, several good ideas and things that you can maybe implement to help your business grow, help you be a lot more efficient, and helped maybe even like increase productivity. All right, so that's another thing that I'm seeing. I'm also hearing words like metrics, right? So maybe there are certain bars your work, your job, your company is trying to meet quarterly or every month, and I feel like there's somebody that's coming in to help you all achieve that goal, okay? Which is really, really good news. I'm feeling that some of you are also going to be, you know, pretty inspired by this person as well. Like they're going to have some really wonderful ideas that excite you, that you want to try out, you know? So let's see what else can be explained or expanded upon by Spirit about this person or this situation with work. Okay. Spirit's like, hold off, don't draw any more cards just yet. So the one that flipped out here is the Hermit card. So you can see, hopefully, this little light, like the holographic image around the lantern that the Hermit is holding. I'm seeing here that maybe a lot of people on the team, like I'm feeling this energy of disjointedness, right? Perhaps people were just kind of not on the same wavelength. Maybe there were too many different opinions on how things should be done. So everyone's kind of moving in their own direction instead of in a unified direction. So like the group itself wasn't really going anywhere, right? Everyone was kind of moving in their own place, in their own space. There might not have been a lot of communication. So there could have been this feeling of a little bit of isolation, kind of feel like, am I the only one here that's like doing my job, that's trying to make this work? Am I the only one here that's seeing this problem because everyone else is sort of, brushing this off, right? So there's this feeling of isolation lately. And I think that's one of the things too that this person is coming in to fix and help with. Yeah, look at this. Two of Swords, right? We have this blindfold on this person, and they are, what I'm feeling with this kind of like X with their arms, it's kind of like many people were sort of put on the defensive. They're trying to protect themselves. They're like, well, I just need to make sure that I'm doing my job. I need my job security because it looks like some people are getting fired, some people are getting laid off. I need to look after number one. I got to be looking after myself. I don't have time to be messing with other people and helping them do their job, like that kind of thing. So it could have been this sort of energy of like every person for themselves, right? At this company where people were not supporting each other anymore. They were just trying to keep their head low or stay in their lane, do their own thing. And there wasn't that camaraderie, that sort of team building that is meant to nurture and facilitate growth within a business, within a company. I feel like that wasn't happening. And I'm not saying like, people were doing it intentionally. I think, in some ways it was just a matter of being in survival mode, and taking care of your business, because if your stuff isn't handled, then you definitely have no business trying to help someone else handle their stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm also hearing for some of you, especially those of you that own your own business, it's almost like you came to sort of a standstill. You came to a plateau where it was like you were running out of ideas, you were running out of that momentum. Like it could have been that your company was steadily growing, and then lately it's just been kind of like, staying steady, and there wasn't as much growth. And I get it, after everything that's been happening the past few years, where a lot of companies really had to work hard and struggle to sort of stay afloat. So I feel like that was sort of the period of time you were in. It's like, again, like we were just mentioning, survival mode. So I feel like that is starting to come into a shift. And this person that's represented by this target card is going to be that catalyst for this shift towards maybe more prosperity and abundance versus just getting by. We also have the Page of Coins. There you go. So the Page of Coins is someone who has a lot to learn about business, how things work, how to make money work for you, how to expand, how to continue to build something. That's the key here. Building something, expansion, growing in new directions. I'm also hearing the word adaptability, like being able to adapt to the current market, the current trends, the current demands and needs, because definitely that has shifted, in the past few years. So this is all going to be happening here. New ideas, new ways of doing things, trying a couple things out. I'm hearing that there's definitely going to be a little bit of a period of trial and error, actually. So it's not gonna be like, struggle, and then all of a sudden, wham, everything's gonna be so easy. It's just everything's gonna fall into place. Not necessarily that. I definitely feel there's gonna be some points where it's like, you're gonna try something and then it might not work out as well as you hope. So you have to kind of refine the plan, refine the approach, make some kind of adjustments, right? So I feel this very step-by-step incremental process happening here. So what else can we find out, Spirit? Okay, wow, just two more for this round. So we have the Four of Wands here. And what I'm hearing is rebuilding the foundation. So it's almost like maybe for some of you, it might even be starting from scratch. In some cases, it might be about tearing the whole thing down and starting anew, right? Shifting gears, maybe shifting directions in what you originally had planned or thought of, like, you know, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. You had this sort of timeline, right? This sort of like blueprint, this idea of like, okay, I'm going to start out with this, and in 3 months I'm going to implement this, and in 6 months we'll be at this point, and so we can try this thing, right? And that timeline just totally got messed up. And so it's time to create a new foundation, again, that sort of reflects more the current market, the current needs and the demands, because it's definitely changed, right? We can all attest to that in the past couple of years. Look at this, another Page of Swords. I'm hearing for many of you, it's like back to the drawing board, okay? It's like we need fresh ideas. We need new ways of looking at things, new ways of thinking. And so this, with the help of this person that's represented by the Target card, this is going to be accomplished, okay? This, I'm hearing it's almost a bit of a mastermind, actually, where like you're going to be doing a lot of brainstorming sessions, coming together as a group, speaking about what hasn't been working, what can we try to make things work, what new needs have arisen that need to be addressed, right? New situations, new circumstances, like, oh, we didn't have to deal with this before, but now it's become an issue. Now it's something we have to have a solution for. So I feel a lot of brainstorming, a lot of masterminding together to get like all these ideas out on the table, and then you as a group kind of deciding which idea are we gonna, you know, take action on first. What are we going to try to implement first, you know? So very, very interesting. Hold on, I'm getting this vibe from Spirit that we need to draw from another deck. And okay, we're hearing that it's this door deck. So let's just pull like a card from this deck for you all to add to your reading. So we have this door here. It looks like almost like a door to like a church or something like that. So on the back it says, a stranger's grace. Ego fears the sudden danger, but never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger. Wow. So I feel like this is definitely highlighting and emphasizing this person that's coming in, someone new, coming in with fresh ideas, a different perspective, outside perspective. And I think, you know, when someone new, some unknown element comes into our world, it's kind of human nature to be a little bit suspicious, a little bit on guard, a little bit maybe nervous, fearful, anxious for this new, strange, different thing. But what I'm seeing here is like letting the ego go. Again, don't take anything personal if there are some suggestions made for you to improve how you do things. Specifically, you know, it's everybody is going through this sort of glow up, if you will, at work. So everyone's going to get like some sort of feedback. So it's nothing personal. And I'm getting the sense, because it says never underestimate the kindness of a loving stranger, that this person really has the best intentions for you. And you might be hearing some like difficult truths to swallow, but it's meant to help you in the long run. It's meant to help better you, okay? So that's sort of a little reminder from Spirit here for you, okay? So let me know what you thought of your reading. Let me know what resonated with you down in the comments below. If you really vibe with this reading, if it really hit home for you, don't forget to hit that like button for sure. And if you enjoy my reading style and enjoy the readings I offer here on my channel, please don't forget to subscribe as well. And you can turn the notifications on. That way you are notified when I post a new reading for you to enjoy and get insight from. So until next time, I look forward to seeing what new wonderful ideas come out of this meeting to help you along your path and help your coworkers and your company do the same. All right? Take care, loves.